Hello everyone, my name is Lance Lefebure, and this is the MX275 that we plant corn with. I'm going to give you a tour of what the electronics look like on this machine. So up here on the roof there is a Trimble 262 receiver that we have unlocked for RTK, and there's two cables plugged into the back. There's the one on the left is the A port, which goes to the main tractor harness that goes into the cab. The B port attaches to an Intuicom. It runs across the back of the cab, and then or on the roof down into the cab by the back window down here. Also up here is a cell phone modem and a little GPS receiver for the Intuicom. So there's two cables that come off of that assembly and also go down into the cab with the rest of the wire harness below. Alright, so here in the cab, these cables run down the back cab pillar, and then there's a little spot by the window here where the wires can come in at. And it's just a mess of cables in here running all over the place to various screens. The Intuicom cable, I'll start with that first. It runs down here. There's a data cable, a GPS cable, and then the cell antenna cable. And it runs down to this blue box, which is the Intuicom. And so all it's got is on the front just one button and a few LEDs to kind of give you some status. And on the back it's the three cables, the GPS, the cell antenna, and the cable that connects to whatever your receiver is, in this case the 262. The cool part about this unit on this design and this tractor is that it doesn't need any extra power cables running anywhere, because it robs power from the B port on the 262, so it's entirely powered through that same cable that it sends the data back to the 262 on. So also in here there's a nav2 controller that's behind this plate, which does the inertial sensing stuff for the auto steer system. To control the nav2 is the, I guess, Kinsey Vision, which is a rebranded Ag Leader Insight display, and then the switches are all for section control for the planter. Also is the smart box screen for the insecticide, which is a little hard to see with the bright light outside. And then this is the panel of switches to fold and unfold the planter and manually control some other things, point row clutches and such. But we don't really use any of the manual controls there because we use them with that controller through the screen. And then the mess of cables that run down and connect everything. There's a variety of CAN and power cables and radar cables and stuff stretched all over the place in here. So yeah, it's rather difficult to see out the right window at times because of stuff.